got stuff everywhere on the screen. Barbadoo, Teddy, Beckaboo, Marianne. Honey, Beckaboo, thank you so much. Not used to seeing the eyes. Same. Do you guys want to know why I got banned last night or suspended? Roxy, how's it going? Leslie, how's it going? Missy Chi, Ice Queen, Pete, Lou, Rachie. Now, this is what's annoyed me, and it shouldn't have annoyed me as much as it has, but obviously today I wanted to go on early and cover that Chelsea Liart thing. So I've been sat all day. I went live before in the car, and I was just like on the phone, like, ugh. Right. I got live suspended last night for the whole of today up until 6 minutes past 12 tonight or tomorrow morning, however you want to put it, for not engaging with the chat. I've got live suspension, which cannot be reverted for not engaging with the chat in the live last night. How wild is that? I've been simmering all day, sat there, and I've been debating what I'm doing, and I'm like, what's the point? Like, there's nothing. The agency I'm with is really good. I really like the agency I'm with. I don't know. Every agency is the same. I really like the agency I'm with. I love Gracie. Obviously, the connection between me and Gracie is Evil Queen. You know, I love Evil Queen. But I'm thinking, what's the point of me being with an agency if the whole point is so I can get silly live suspensions taken off? And I just feel like I've just lost a full day of coming. It doesn't sound bad for you guys when you're just watching, but for me, I've literally this is how do I word this? This is like a purpose for me. So if I wake up, I've got it sounds mad, but I'm not in a way where I'm really sad or anything in life. But I feel like I've done a lot of what I've done a lot more than I don't know why I'm still doing this. I'm digging myself a hole here, but doing the live thing gives me a purpose. It gives me a purpose in the day. I can do it when I want in the day, and I have a 10:30 p.m. and I can just do it. And today is just totally threw me off. I spent my whole. It sounds like I'm moaning here, but it's a bit of a big deal for me. I spent the whole month holiday I had rushing around to get back to the apartments for 10:30. Well, I had to get back earlier because I needed to stack content. It took the whole month I was away. I missed one day when I was in Berlin. 29 days I was away. I was there on time. I showed up and I've been sat here all day. I've been sat here all day again, showing up. And the excuse they give is I'm not engaging with the chat. Like that's all I try and do. I'm not bothered about what's on the screen or what we're watching. I constantly try and engage with the chat. It's wild. It's just annoying, man. Really annoying. So didn't even want to come on the backup. I just don't get it. It is only a little thing, like obviously a live suspension, but a 24-hour for not engaging with a chat, and it's all I do. All I do is engage with the chat. So it's mad, but I appreciate everyone who's in it, and I appreciate everyone who always comes in the lives and stuff. And Sorry if anyone. I don't know how it flagged up that I wasn't engaging with the chat, but if I ever miss anyone who's coming in, and I'm sorry, I don't do it on purpose. If I ever miss anyone who's sent anything, I'm sorry. I try my best to say hello to everyone and make everyone feel um, acknowledged as such. If I ever miss anyone, it's because I'm either changing a video or I'm doing the sub screen thing. Like I'd never ignore anyone on purpose. So yeah, if anyone feels like that, sorry. But yeah, this was annoying, isn't it? But yeah, so I'm just going to stay on this until 6 minutes past 12. But I'm not going to put the shades on this account because I don't want it to feel like Club Tropicana. Even though the sign's there, I don't want it to feel like Club Tropicana. It sounds mad because it's like a virtual thing, but Club Tropicana's Karmakaz. This is dust. This is like the back of it. There's no Discord. Nah. The thing with Discords, we can have the best intentions of setting a Discord up. I'd love to everyone who's subscribed or everyone who is always watching. It doesn't have to be a subscription thing. I'd love to put everyone in a Discord and it be good, and we all have a chat and we have fun stuff and we share funny videos. But it doesn't. It never goes like that. It'll be good for like 3 days or 2 days, and then someone will fall out with someone, and then there'll be a divide in the Discord, and then people won't be coming into the live because another person's in there, or people will be trying to sell stuff in the Discord using it as like a marketing pot almost. And I don't want to do it to you guys. I enjoy having it where it's 10:30. I'm on. If you want to join in, join in. If not, then it is what it is, isn't it? But I think Discords always go a bit south, don't they? Um, but yeah, I'm not about Discords. But I'm a bit late to the party, obviously. But I did want to talk about the CLA stuff for a bit. Um, just wanted to know everyone's opinion on it. Obviously, I spoke to Zach before. I heard Zach's opinion. I've seen Zach's. Thanks, Marianne. FYP Insider Lady. Sorry if I missed anyone, guys. I did listen to what Zach was saying about CLA after I spoke to Zach. But I don't understand what's going to happen. Like I don't understand severity of situations like that. I understand if it's something to do with online, then I think they've tightened the rules up a bit, haven't they? Compared to what they were 2 years ago, for example. So, is she just going to get cautioned and released, or is is she going to get prison time? Is there going to be a court date? Is she going to get sectioned? What's going to happen here? Because surely, if she comes back and just does normal CLA stuff, then waste the police time in it a bit. Paul G, Lulu, Jen, yeah, sorry as well, guys. I did notice a couple of people subscribed to me before my live got suspended last night. Sorry, didn't acknowledge, but I did obviously seen John. I've replied to John who subbed. There's two others who subbed, but mad in it. So when I'm on Karma Kaz, I'll look who the most recent subs are, and then I'll big you up as soon as I come on, and then we'll move from there. Britt, Emily, Keely, thank you so much. Nug Nug. It's not malicious communications, it's hate crime. Yeah. I've not seen the full video or the full live like CLA's outburst. Obviously, we watched the bits last night and that's all I've seen of it. I've just seen snippets, like tiny 20-second snippets of other videos, but I think the main stuff has all been banned. Nay, how's it going? Cat, Debsy, Cheyenne, Tracy. Sorry if I missed anyone on you. Yeah, yeah, it's on YouTube, but it's long, isn't it? It's like a 2-hour video. Mama McDuck, Lindsay, Jessica, Annie, Tyrone did a reaction earlier. Evil Leah, how's it going? All good. Lindsay, that's why. But I will be back on it. Again, let down by technology all the time. Damn technology. Tyrone got banned watching it. Damsel, how's it going? Everyone's in TikTok jail. She was arrested because of the transphobia a month ago. Sunglasses, cars, how's it going? Sunglasses are for Club Tropicana. This is pub Tropicana. This is the backup. The shades can't be on in the pub. This is the same pub CLA was in. Sticky carpet pub. So I don't want to make it the same environment as the main. I was that annoyed before. This is how my life is. Okay, so obviously I don't have that many stresses in my life because I try and isolate myself away from stresses. If I come across a situation which I can see is going a bit south, then I'll just remove myself from that situation as soon as possible. Um, yeah, so things have been good recently, and today's just annoyed me. So I got in my car, drove to the shop before. I've been eating healthy, drinking water, loads of waters everywhere. Everyone have a water. Drove there, got multi-pack. Nailed 4 of them already. I got a bag of crunchy M&Ms. Nailed that. Then I got these square things. What are they called? Don't know what they're called. They got nailed. I've been eating my sorrows away. Precious, how's it going? Hello, twin. Let me look at your profile picture. This best be a compliment, Precious. Fair play. Fair play. We'll go with it. We'll have that. How's it going? No Pringles. Rich has the Pringles. Luke blocked you today. Welcome to the good side of life. Christina, Yvonne, Michelle, thank you so much. That's a mammoth quiz. What, my quiz? No. DB, Sunderland, Jason. EQ wasn't banned. I was watching EQ's live. I think EQ just wanted to chill out, have a bath, relax, have a nice evening. So it's good. Tammy, with EQ, I feel quite because I know Jack's going to America, and I feel like pretty bad messaging EQ at the minute because I don't want Jack to be like, oh, Karma Kaz messaging again, or I don't want it to be like an awkward thing. So I've been I've been like sort of watching from a safe distance to not get in the way because I want them to have a really good time. EQ, how's it going? Here it is. Boom. Just Beverly, thank you, Maxine, Gen Z. Right, let me find this video. Northern Star. Sorry, guys, if anyone's just joined, Um, I've been live suspended from last night to 6 minutes past 12 this evening or tomorrow morning, however you want to look at it. So if you are subscribed and you're thinking, where's my emotes or whatever, obviously I'll jump over to that account as soon as I've got access to it. I've not got my shades on because I don't want it to be like the main account, and there needs to be separation. So in the future, if I ever lose my main account again, then you know on the backup because the shades aren't on. This is Pub Tropicana. The other one's Club Tropicana. So, and just to add a sprinkle on all that, I got live suspended because I was not engaging with the chat. Reasons for live suspension were not engaging with the chat. Just let that sink in. Let that sink in while I play this video, because that is insane in my head. Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
We can't tell you unless you open the door.
Coconut.
I've just been sleeping. I've just gone live as well. Hi.
Sorry, we had to come in, unfortunately.
Alright, okay.
You're going to be arrested, Leanne.
For what?
For malicious communications.
Sweet Tasha.
Because between February and July this year, you have sent series of social media posts which are grossly offensive.
I haven't sent
to
nothing
people of protected characteristics.
No, this is not me. It's a fake
race,
account.
And
Amber with the big potato.
So
No, I've not said nothing about.
Mucho Preciano, Amber with the big patata. Never seen one of them before. Thank you so much. EPC, thank you. Debbie, Estrella, Mucho Preciano, anyone who's coming.
LGBTQ. Alright, no worries.
Straight up.
Anything you just
I'm stopping it.
Yes, we'll have to take it.
Guys, I'm not turning subs on this account because you're gonna be subbed on the main account and then this account, and then it's just gonna be a bit. It's not worth it, is it? I'm only on this. I'm never normally on this account, so.
The necessity for the arrest is
I
prompt
don't
and effective
understand really what you
investigation.
mean. I'm gonna get some home to
Sharon, Amber, Mucho Preciano. Oh no. Is that gonna. Oh, we're good. I don't think it played any YouTube stuff. Right, guys, with that. Sweet Sugar, Amber, Northern Star. What's going to happen with EQ? With CLA? Sorry, I just read a comment about EQ. What's going to happen with CLA now? I'll tell you what I think. I think she's gonna get a. Do you call it? Is it a social media ban or something, or restriction, or whatever? I think she's gonna get like a 6-month social media ban or restriction or suspension or whatever you call it. I think that's going to happen, and I also think there's a chance that, depending on how she acted after being arrested, because I don't know how much is for the camera when the camera's on, and I don't know what she's like off the camera, because obviously I've never met her and I don't know her or anything. Don't know any of her past. I think if she has an outburst while being in custody, it could potentially lead to being sectioned or a lesser version of section. Being given the option to go into, do you call it a hospital, or to sort herself out. Swanee, Shelley, Jeanette, sorry if I missed anyone. I think that's the route it's going to go down, because I think they're going to look at how she's been. They're going to put her in the interview room. They're going to have the laptop. They're going to spin the laptop round, and they're going to have everything in dates. They're going to say, you said this on this date, you did this action on this date, you had this outburst on this date, and they're going to say, she's going to say, yeah, I've got bipolar and all this. And they're going to say, have you been taking your medication? And she'll be like, yeah, of course I have. And then they're going to look into prescriptions she's had, or however she gets her medication, they're going to be like, well, it doesn't add up. Like, you got 50 units of this in this period of time, and there's still 40 units left. You should have used every unit. And they're probably going to do an assessment on her and be like, okay, so she's not taking the medication and she's acting like this, and it's not just by herself, it's in a public domain, it's on live. Sometimes she's acting up to the camera. They could throw the book at her, or they could. I don't know. I just can't see it being a slap on the wrist. I just can't see it. If they've been monitoring her for that long, and then the outburst, what happened yesterday as well, they'll have so much evidence. And it's not as if it's hearsay evidence either, because everything which is said is recorded, isn't it? Like, literally recorded. They'll just have every live recorded. You imagine it, if I say something wild now, Eclipse, Amy, Lunison, sorry if I missed anyone, guys. If I say something wild now, and it's not, no one's recorded it, I get TikTok already records it, but no one's recorded it, and you report me to the police or whoever, I could, in essence, delete the recording on TikTok, go in there with the phone. The police would probably request, I don't know how they'd do it, but they might request the live recording through TikTok. And I don't think TikTok would allow it. I don't think TikTok would be like, yeah, here we go. I think they'd be like, nah, you're not having it. So it's a bit hearsay-ish then if no one's got a recording. But with CLA, she's been monitored. The investigation's been going on for that amount of months. I think they've just got heavy evidence, or they wouldn't have come and arrested her if they didn't, would they? Guys, I've got eyes because this is the backup. I would never normally come on to. I've done it a couple of times at the start, but I'd never normally come on to a live studio with the shades off. I've got the shades off because I'm on my backup, which is Pub Tropicana. When I'm in Club Tropicana, the shades are on. So, different environment, different feeling. I'm feeling very mischievous at the minute. And I'm trying to keep a lid on my feelings. Gail, Calvin, Karma's Truncheon, thank you so much. They said February to July. Oh, let me read that comment. They said February to July, so they have been monitoring, I imagine. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. What's that say? Luke and Angie and others were saying ring. Ah. So do you think, in general, the police had an investigation anyway from February to July, and they were planning on doing a longer investigation, but because Angie, Luke, or whoever has incited people to ring, and people have rang off their own back, then they get like 600 calls or around it. That's the rumour anyway. I think they've paused the investigation or closed the investigation. They've got enough evidence on that to bring her in anyway, but they just wanted more. So they paused that investigation, and for what happened last night, the night before last night, the outburst, the crazy live, I think they've gone, right, that's it, that's all we need. We've got this chunk from February to July archived, we've got that. And what happened 2 nights ago, this is the icing on the cake. Get her. Get her. But she would have been on the radar anyway, because they know her by first name, don't they? It's not. I get they read the paper before they go. They read the documents before they go, but I think they've been to her house a few times, her apartment a few times, and they seem to be on like a level with her. Where it's like a oh, not again sort of level with her. Joanna, how's it going? I'm going to put my glasses on. My eyes look weird because I'm looking up here and then I'm looking over there, and the shades are on in the pub, guys. The shades are on. They're half on. Half on the shades. Jinty, thank you so much. Plus, if all the coffee shops, etc., reported. Club's open at 6 minutes past 12 this evening, so I'll fly over to the main account then. We'll all get in a minibus to the main account, and if you want to come over anyway, if you're still up, and then we can have mocktails in Club Tropicana from 6 minutes past 12 onwards. Charlie, Tobeans, Susie Q, Evil Snoopy, how's it going? I've not even got my Hawaiian shirt on. Coach trip, that's it. Off to Club Tropicana. Yeah, that's my theory on it anyway. I think she's going to get a social media ban, or she'll definitely be in the Sun newspaper. That's my prediction. I think she's going to be on one of these lower tier pick anything up newspapers. I think she's going to be on the paper. It's going to be like TikTok. It's going to say something like TikTok star arrested over malicious communications, or they'll word it in some way where it's bad, and then you read it and then it'd be like online personality or influencer Chelsea Liart, who lives in lavish, vibrant Chelsea, was arrested on X and X date. And then, yeah, I think they'll chuck the book at her. Lisa, Sue, thank you so much. Someone sold a story of me to the Sun. Then they'll print any old crap. Should be yeah, should be more famous. This is what I mean. Like, if you get put in the paper for something, obviously there's tiers of bad things, and there's top tier bad stuff where you're just disgusting. You're not even human. The lower tier stuff, it can almost benefit you in a way online, because people are then interested about you. They want to know your story, and you become a character. CLA is already a character, but if she hits the paper about this, she become more of a character to people who didn't know her. Mish with the big patata. Mucho Preciano for the big potato. Thank you so much, Mish. Got to do that. Mucho Preciano. Rhubarb, Sue, Mummy Queen. Thank you. It was 14 years ago. Yeah. So. Main. What's that say? Hi mate, why you blocked me on your main? I've never been in your life. Yeah, I'll unblock you. I don't know. I think you've probably in a drama live or something at some point. Guys, if I've ever blocked you in the past, it's not because you've done anything. Well, some people have done personal stuff to me, but it's not necessarily because you've done something personal to me. If you've ever been in a live in the boxes and it's been like a drama live, it might not have been drama at the time, but if I've ever seen you in that live at that time in the boxes, I just block because I think not about it. But yeah, I'll unblock you. What's this? Said Matthews made one. I don't know. Kit Kat, Stacey, Marianne. So impulsive. The thing is, right, with drama lives, sorry, this is turning into this. I feel weird doing an FYP thing on this backup, so I'm just going to talk rubbish on it for a bit. With drama lives, depending on what your mind state is at the time, depends on how beneficial that drama live is for you. So if you're full of anger or stuff isn't necessarily going right for you in the real world, it doesn't have to be all of it, but there can be the essences of these things. If you go on a drama live, it fulfills your needs a bit because you get to watch destructive behaviour. There's back and forths. If you get in the box, you can let it all out. You can let it all out to everyone. Or in the chat, you can be like, but if you step back a bit and you look at it and you think, what's causing me stress in life? I'm not too bad with the stress thing in life. I've managed to move myself away from a lot of stuff which stresses me out. Leslie Mucho Preciano with the VR goggles, Becky Boo DB. I've managed to move myself away from a lot of the stuff what stresses me out. It's took a long time to do it, and I just feel like the drama lives, watching one's all right, but you get roped into it, and no one wants to solve problems in drama lives. Hence why it's a drama live. Everyone wants to get the last word in, their point across. The host will just get a big wooden spoon and be stirring the pot. And it's not for me. It's not for me. I feel like if people from drama lives come in to watch and stuff in your normal live, they expect drama, and if it's not there, then I'm not for it, man. Preserve your energy. Exactly. Leslie, thank you so much. There is a clip, some Alpha Bar stuff. Apparently she's been saying some stuff on another platform. Is there any mods on? I don't even know if I've got mods on this account. Moderate. Oh yeah, Rich is on. Rich. Yeah. Rach, how's it going? The Tropicana in your name. This is Pub Tropicana we're in at the minute. Club Tropicana opens at 6 minutes past 12. Antinet, Leslie, thank you. I'm going to be really... actually, I'll play Toby's reaction to it. Although I don't know Toby, he seems to be reacting to a lot about Alpha Bar. And I'm going to save the full FYP stuff. Do you know what? I don't even want to do an FYP anymore. I want it to just be like the Tropicana show, and I want to just play clips. I don't want it to be FYP. I want it to be old stuff, new stuff, trending stuff, whatever. Because FYP's dying. Tracy, how's it going? Well, unless you're in the mix with the drama stuff, then FYP is dying. Like, I don't want someone to be saying something racist or homophobic or whatever, and then it's clipped, and then in the evening I play it on a show to more people than that I've actually seen it, because I'm not solving any problems there. In a way, I'm promoting it. Like, we're discussing it, but we're also promoting it. It just feels wrong. It feels wrong to do that. So going to be a little bit of a change, but not. It's still going to be the same setup where we go through clips and stuff, but it's just not going to be any racist, homophobic, because you're just making it so nice for Mish, Lexi, Tracy. Thank you so much. We're sort of making the app where if you say something outrageous or have an outburst, you're going to end up on like an FYP in the evening. Does it make sense? More people are going to start saying outrageous stuff. So we'll try a different move. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, morally, we're in the right place, I guess. Right, let's see this. Toby reacts to Alpha Bar's Instagram story on The Observer.
Bedroom temporary accommodation with my 5-year-old, and I'm currently pregnant. And there you go, there's the proof. I was in temporary accommodation when my daughter was a baby. I told this story the other day.
Rich.
I won't say it again. He says the clinics email them. Yes, so they can correspond through email, but you still need an address. You still need somewhere where you reside. Which she knows means good luck coming. It could mean that, or it could mean that hay fever. But yeah, I hope that you all see where I'm coming from with this. So, for me, you can't...
Guys, sorry, I'm going to have to keep talking a little bit over this, because if it picks up that I'm not engaging with the chat, then this account's adios, amigos. Karen, thank you so much.
Can't tell anyone who knows who you are, you can't tell anyone that you can't afford to live somewhere. Not to mention that you have moved to London, which is one of the most expensive places in the UK to live. You moved there from Manchester, saying it was because you wanted to be near the clinics, because that's what you needed. You don't need to be near the clinics. Not one bit. Nowhere in the UK does it say that you need to live in London to go to the clinics. Absolutely not. I don't live in London. Chloe, thank you so much for the butterfly.
With Alpha, sorry, I need to keep pausing it and talking over it, because it'll pick up that I'm not engaging. It's weird. With Alpha Bar, do you think she's scammed people out of money with this whole, what's it called when you, is it transition? I don't know the detailed words to say for that, but do you think she's scammed people with the transition stuff? Because I heard, and I've seen some bits as well, where she had a goal of raising a certain amount of money, and that certain amount of money was going to go towards transitioning more or fully. I don't know how you say it. And it ended up going to somewhere else. Gail, thank you so much. Benita, Leo Webb, mucho apreciano. Thank you so much. Was it vocal surgery? Card. She spent it on Pokemon. Are you being serious with the Pokemon cards thing? Sarah, how's it going? Fee? That's wild. There's no way. There's no way. How much was it? How much did she... It's not funny. It is funny, but I need to say it's not funny for the people who get triggered by it. There's no way she spent that money openly on Pokemon cards. A few grand. Oh, man. Did she even pack anything good? Like, she get Charizard or a Blastoise or anything, or was it? She have a Bulbasaur somewhere? Fee, Mal, thank you so much. That is wild. That's wild. We need to do one evening, just a list. We need to get like individuals, so like Alpha Bar or CLA or whoever, and we can watch like archived old videos up to current ones, and we can just make a list on screen. I'll do it on this side so you can all see it bullet pointed of everything they've done, which is outrageous. And we can do like a top trumps of who's done the most outrageous out of all of them. Tiff, how's it going? It's wild. The thing that gets me is for Alpha Bar, for example. So she's scamming. She's said wild stuff on lives. That serious incident which happened, which I don't really want to talk about. I don't know how to talk about it, for one, where the moderators and stuff were bullying the person who is not on Earth anymore. There's so much stuff, and then they end up crying. So Alpha Bar will do the lives where she's crying and stuff, and I think like you've already scammed once. Like, maybe multiple times. Are you not trying to scam me with tears and sympathy? Am I getting sympathy scammed here? It's like, oh, it's all getting too much, guys. Oh, wow, 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 wow. And then maybe one person out of 10 go, oh, don't worry about it, Alpha Bar. And she'll cling on to that comment. She'll be like, oh, no, I'm not worrying about it. It's just silly me. Oh, wow, wow. Millie, Colette, Fee, mucho apreciani.
You get my point? So I don't really understand how they
Sympathy
think
scams.
anyone is going to let that fly. Because you know what? Because for me, it simply isn't true. It simply just is not true. And you know what? Let's just run with it. If it is true, who's brought that on?
Safi.
All that screaming at all hours. Exactly. Now, I posted a video yesterday.
If anyone doesn't know who this guy is, then we have something in common. But I have been told by a few people in the chat that, like, observers has put Toby, and I think Toby was a mod at some point for Alpha Bar. I have heard this. And then he's not a mod anymore because of what he's seen or whatever. Now every time Alpha Bar does something, Toby comes with facts about the situation and talks about it. So yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, but I think his whole thing's about Alpha Bar, which there's nothing wrong with that, but maybe if you don't watch Alpha Bar stuff, then you might not know Toby.
Of Alpha Bar dancing at stupid o'clock in the fucking kitchen area, whatever, with the music blasting. Who's to say that wasn't at 3 o'clock in the morning and they're waking people up? Then the screech at the top of the lungs fucking defying gravity when no one wants to hear it.
I'm not sure about the mod stuff.
They are scruffy as, just saying, they absolutely stink, quite clearly, and I've heard that from other people who've met them, by the way. I'm not just saying that off my own back. Apparently they absolutely stink. Now, if it was me, and I owned somewhere that was like a hostel type place that multiple people were renting out or had a room or whatever, I don't want no one making it any worse than what it already is by leaving the shit lying around and screeching and stuff like that. I know that's not just my opinion. I know that is 99.9999% of the people's opinion if they were in their position.
Thanks, Feet.
Am I right? Yeah.
If Alpha Bar gets the voice, is it a surgery? Or is it, I'm presuming it's a surgery, could be, I don't know what it could be, but when she gets the voice stuff changed, that obviously is going to have an effect on her singing, isn't it? Vocal surgery. That's going to have potentially a negative effect on her singing, right? Squishy. Maybe that's part of the reason, because if you think about it, the only selling point really on Alpha Bar, the only thing with Alpha Bar, what distinguishes her from other people, is she does that whole singing thing with, I don't know what it's, the witch stuff. She looks a bit weird, and she has massive boots. That there's not really much what distinguishes her from other people, and I think if she couldn't sing that song, then it would be like, okay, she's lost something personal then, hasn't she? She's always going to be a character online, but she's not going to be the character which continuously sings the witch song. So I think she just scammed everyone. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a pussyfoot around it, but at the same time, I think she was thinking a bit like, but I'm not going to be able to sing. Yeah, boots.
I can't be wrong about this because the evidence is right there. It's stacked up against them. Absolutely stacked. Hello, Lucy. Antisocial behaviour, absolutely. Talking about everything we're talking about, absolutely, of course, of course. What was that? But why do people... Oh, I didn't see that. Where's it gone? But why do people still hate him? I don't know. I don't know how anyone in their right mind and their excuse, right? So 1 minute they're kind of going, I'm only 20-year-old, like making out as if they're still young. I'm only 20-year-old, like about my transition. No. You're a fucking adult. and you need to grow the fuck up. But in the next breath, they're kind of going, I'm 20-year-old, don't treat me like a... Hang on a fucking minute. You're backtracking to fuck on what you're fucking saying.
Guys, if I keep cutting it up, it's because I don't want to get banned for not engaging when a video's on. I know Alpha Bars, is she 21? 21? Should be old enough by then. The problem is, though, yeah, you could categorise that as young. Okay, compared to someone who's 30, 21 is young. The problem is, she's an online personality, or in some ways, she's a she's a public figure online. So people who don't know much about the trans community, I'm one of them, will be online, maybe on TikTok, flicking through, and they might not see many people who they know are trans or not. And Alpha Bar is constantly doing bad stuff. She's constantly got high numbers in the live. People are constantly at her. So in essence, she's trending all the time, isn't she? Which puts her in a position where she's at the forefront, almost, of the trans community for younger people on TikTok. So every mistake she makes, or every disgusting thing Alpha Bar does, she's sort of telling other people this is how the trans community are, in a way. I think that anyway. So audience are young. They don't know what's right and what's wrong, a lot of them. She definitely doesn't have that switch where it's 18 plus. She'll have people in her life that are 13 or above. And she's doing all this outrageous stuff, and you can sort of smell her through the screen. And it's just not good. And I think they looking at Alpha Bar, and potentially Alpha Bar's giving the wrong impression to trans people, to people who aren't trans. So, yes, she might be young, but she knows what she's doing. She's monetizing every time she's online. So she's old enough to understand that money can be made online. So she's in that realm of earning. She knows what she's doing. She's just not good at it. It's as simple as that. Some people run, some people walk, some people don't walk. Is what it is, isn't it? She's just a shit advocate for trans people.
Now, stop taking the piss
Watchtower
out of people, all these communities. Stop taking advantage of people's good nature that you've done for years now, took advantage of people. Stop taking the piss out of the trans community, because I'm really, really getting my fucking back up about it now. Oh, they haven't been in contact with me for a year, and then they said this, and they stop fucking lying.
Watchtower, how's it going? Yeah, Mama Kaz, definitely the same.
Man, stop lying. What are you lying for? No one believes you anyway. Step aside and make room for people who actually want to start hormones, who actually want to go through a transition. Make way for these people, because these people, the young trans generation, are fucking suffering. They are suffering because there is no room for them, because people like you are taking up the fucking spots, not doing fuck all though, sitting there, crying, oh, I've got such a hard life because everyone hates me. Can you blame them? Can you blame people for not liking you when you are the person that you are? When you have put that much crap out into the world, and it continues. It continues. That's why I still do videos on them. I wouldn't still be doing videos if there was no more said about it.
He is right. He is right, to be honest. Is Alpha Bar at the point of no return? Like, could Alpha Bar revert back, or just, I don't know how far Alpha Bar is, but could Alpha Bar just be I think so. No, yeah, no return. I mean to mail. Not to a good person. I mean to. I should have said that a bit better. I don't know how to say it, so I just tiptoe around saying it. Back to Orion. Yeah. Has she gone too far towards, or can she still be Orion? So technically, Alpha Bar could get to the point where she thinks she's bullied. She's been bullied too much, and she can't take how online is with her anymore. And she could, in theory, go back to Orion and close that book of her life. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past her, you know. I wouldn't put it past her. I think it will get to a point where she's getting that much crap that she's causing it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving any sympathy here. She's causing everything she gets. I think she's going to get to a point where either her numbers drop or some wild allegation comes out against her, which already has, but it's been swept under the carpet because apparently it's with the police or whatever. I don't know. But everyone seems to have forgot it. But I think there'll be a breaking point where she'll be like, nah, I'm Orion. Alpha Bar ain't for me. I think that will happen. Maybe by the end of the year. Who knows? Who knows? If she's not, you got to think if she's part of a community and none of the community, well, the high percentage of the community are not accepting her to it, it's going to get to the point where she's getting crap online, crap from the community, crap when she goes to the shop. She's just, at the minute, she's just a laughing stock at the minute, to be honest. Her boots are massive. Her boots are about that big. I don't know if you can see about that big. That's pretty big. My head is large. This camera on this webcam, or well, on this setup, does not show the extent of how big. My head is large. That's my hand. I have a big hand. I have a large head. That is a large boot. That is a large boot she has. So I think she's probably gonna go back at some point, I think. But I don't know. Skeptical.
You have got these 15, 16, 17, 18, whatever year olds, even and young adults, whatever, in pain.
Maggie, Jenna, thank you so much.
They are in pain every day because they have to suffer the wrath of how they were born. And I'm sorry for getting antsy about it, but it's stepping on my last fucking nerve now. These poor young trans... I was young once. I was a young trans person. I came out when I was 19. God fucking forbid, right? If I was any younger, I might not have even lived to tell the fucking tale. Hi, Jane, by the way. I might not have even lived to tell the fucking tale. And that is scary. That is so fucking scary. And that you've got this person taking the absolute piss out of the fucking lot of us. And not just trans people. Like disabled people. People who suffer with things on the daily. What about them? All the crap. Crap after crap after crap. And then they call everyone a fucking clout chaser.
Guys, once you understand a little bit on how social media works from a host point or a creator point or however you want to say it, someone who presses the live button, once you get a little bit of an understanding, once you've done it for a little bit and you've had some negative stuff and positive stuff, whatever, you sort of see it and it's like a big game of chess. Everything's a big game of chess on here and everyone's playing. People act like they're not playing, but everyone's playing. And the thing you need to understand from a viewer point is that I've said this in the past. You can only get cancelled if you want to be cancelled. Just let that sink in a little bit. You could someone in the comments now could come out with something outrageous, or there could be some. There's not, but there could be something which is screenshotted about me, which comes out, and then there's a lives about it in the day. Depending on my mentality and how thick-skinned I am, I can spin that into a positive. I can monetize that situation. I can move people over to a different platform from it. You can do anything you want to do as a creator or a host or as someone who's trying to be, someone who's getting cancelled in the moment. If you're a weak person or you accept defeat or whatever, then yeah, if something comes out, you can be like, all right, I'm closing shop. Gone. Forget it. Depends how you're connected up here. And I'd say recently, only the last couple of months, realised that you can only be cancelled if you want to be cancelled. Before that, I was thinking, bloody heck, if something comes out about someone, that's it then, everyone's going to hate him. But hate only lasts a certain amount of time. And if you know what you're doing in the hard times when it's raining, then when the sun's out, you're going to be great, aren't you? So I think that's what it is. So Alpha Bar is just a bad person in general, and I think the hate Alpha Bar gets, sadly, I don't think she's had the best upbringing, so she's probably used to a bit of neglect, it is really sad. She's probably used to a bit of neglect. She's probably used to arguments. She's probably used to being name called throughout school. She everything that can be thrown at Alpha Bar online, she's probably been through a million times before, but in the real world. Like, she's probably been up in I don't know, I'm just saying I don't know. She's probably had moments in her life which have changed her life, which have been caused by hatred or maybe manipulation or being scammed out of something, being neglected, being bullied. All these things have probably changed what her life could have been in the past. And people in the comments are throwing it at her, and people are sparking up live saying it. And it's just another day for her. She'll have an outburst where she cries and says, I can't do any more. But as soon as that's gone, it's back to numb, isn't it? And she just cracks on, I think. So it'd be really hard to get Alpha Bar to change.
And then saying it's trolls. Make your mind up. Make your fucking mind up. What is it? One or the other. And obviously everyone's transphobic. Because every time someone says one thing about transphobic, it's all about transphobia, isn't it? Everyone's fucking transphobic. Everyone can't be transphobic, and I'll tell you, and I'll tell you again, and I apologise to people who've already heard it, and I sound like a broken record, right? But I'm going to say it again for the people who didn't hear it. You are not transphobic unless you maliciously offend or try to hurt a trans person. That is transphobia. Someone calling you a male because you look and sound like a male, that's not transphobia. That's saying what you say because we're human beings.
Part of what he's saying is true. I'm male. I'm a straight male, so I don't understand any of the trans community, trans rules or whatever. I don't understand any of the LGBT plus. I don't understand it because I'm just me. I just walk around, I'm me. Part of what he says is true, I think, but from my eyes and my ears, what he's just said there, the back end of it, is if I walk down the street or online, if I see someone who is transgender and they look a bit masculine, look a bit like a male, if I then say to that transgender lady that, sorry about that, I just had a Pepsi. If I say to that lady or transgender lady or however, you look like a man or you've got male features on your face, I think that's transphobic. That's just me though. I don't know the rules. I don't know anything. I know what's morally correct to say. I just don't know what's offensive or not offensive. But Toby's saying it like it's not transphobic to say that a transgender lady, or I don't know how you say transgender lady looks like a man. If you say you look like a man, no, it's not transphobic. It's facts. There's a fine line between offensive and transphobic, or like that debate yesterday or whenever it was, the day before. I think it was yesterday actually. About the Angie situation with the lipstick on the face, and people coming in with these like they sound like solicitors coming in with these legalities saying, "Oh, it's not racist, but it is offensive to the race." And it's like, well, sure. I was sat watching a little bit of it, and I was thinking, surely if something's offensive to a whole race, does that not then borderline on racism? If you're doing something to isolate a race and you're poking fun at that race, is that just offensive? Is it not racist then? This is why I can't sit in these situations, because my head, I'm thinking, I might argue with myself in my head. I'm thinking, what's going on here? You can't be publicly saying one thing, and I'm thinking in my head, it's not that, it's wrong. But Sandra, Next Gen cursed, Mucho Preciano. Jess, mains banned, suspended until 6 minutes past 12 this evening. So we're in pub Tropicana at the minute. This evening we'll be in club Tropicana. If anyone's in here who's banned on my main, you've either called me a knob at some point, or I've been in a drama live watching and you've been in the box and I've just blocked you. So you might not have done something wrong, but if you are in here, it was personal or it wasn't personal. I'm not sure. So, yeah, let me continue playing this.
That's how the fucking brain works. Maybe if you pin your lugs back a little bit and listen, you might actually realise that. And I swear, if Elphaba could walk one day in these young trans people's shoes to know how it actually feels, to know what gender dysphoria really fucking feels like, can guarantee they would not make it to the end of the day. They would be crying to go back to how they were. Because it's not transphobia. And it is not gender dysphoria. It's none of these things. Not at all.
See, gender dysphoria, I've never heard that. This gender dysphoria. Let me Google dysphoria.
Alphaphobic, yeah. That's what I fucking am. But yeah, they're getting kicked out of a hostel. Yeah, why is that? It's funny, isn't it, how they can't hold down one place to live. They can't hold down a friend. Can you imagine trying to hold down a job? Can you fucking imagine? Jesus. God, I couldn't even imagine it. But they won't get a job. First of all, they won't try and get a job, but they won't be able to get a job. They have too much of a bad name for themselves to be able to get a job.
Looks deceive what you are.
Hey babe, you doing your video? You're a breath of fresh air. Thank you, Kaylee. No one's going to employ him. And they said, I actually seen a video this morning of Elphaba walking around, obviously with the Gucci hat on and the new perfume and stuff like that. All that money they've spent. I seen a video.
That's wild, that, isn't it? Elphaba in a Gucci cap. Was walking around with them size 11 canoes on. Gucci cap. Gucci flip-flop.
Of him saying, oh, by the way, and this is the, you know, the whole, like, are you proud of me thing? Reassurance. Or tell me, how many of you are proud of me because I might be going to a drama school? Sorry, who? Why would anyone be proud of that? What do you want? Well done, good for you, you're going to a drama school. But are you though? Are you going to a drama school? Because I can't imagine anyone in their right mind, anyone in their right mind letting you into their place of work or where they are schooled, whatever. I can't imagine it.
He's right there. Digital footprint is a real thing. Now, I'm guessing, so people saying Orion for Alpha Bar's name or whatever Alpha Bar's real name is on paper, what a passport name is, all people are going to have to do, like employers, or these people at these drama academies, they just have to search your name online. That's it, gone. You get some dingy drama school, which would probably take Alpha Bar on, which don't care about public image that much or anything. They just want impact views and stuff. And they're like, oh, Alpha Bar, you get X amount of views on your videos, or when you go live, you get thousands. And they might put a special banner up in the drama school in the background. They're like, go on, Alpha Bar, sing for us. And they record, they'll go on there, they'll set a TikTok account up, and it'll be Alpha Bar singing, hashtag Alpha Bar, hashtag whatever. And they'll just build accounts, social media accounts off the back of her. But no reputable drama school will take Alpha Bar on, let's be honest. If they did, and she did pass out the drama school or complete it, however you say it, I can't see any reputable or big theatres allowing her on, just based on her comments in the past. All it takes is, like the CLA situation, 600 people to call Ofcom or whoever and say, listen, Alpha Bar said this online, Alpha Bar's done this. The next thing Alpha Bar's done, and also the organisation which has set up the Theatre Act. Oh. High risk Alpha Bar.
He hasn't paid a bill in their life. I believe that. I completely believe that. Yeah. Imagine him actually having a place of their own and having to pay for food and water and gas and electric and clothes. Things like that. Can you imagine? I'm proud of my son, who has fought the hate for years, battles every day with everything. You know what? I'm proud of him as well. And I am. Because I'll be proud of any young trans person, or trans person in general, who has had to fight to be who they are.
I've seen clips
to wake up to this shit. Because it is shit, innit? We wake up to this every day. And you know, and I'm like, oh God, do I just leave, man? But I'm like, no, because I'm not going to let it get the better of me. It gets me fucking hacked off, and it does, when I see things like that. Especially when I myself have lived through being classed as homeless, and I know people who have actually been fucking homeless, and then you're like...
Was Toby at one stage in Toby's life a female? Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to take to Instagram and it's the trolls' fault. And then they were like saying, oh, it's mothers. It's mothers that are making me homeless. Sorry? Mothers? Why mothers? Why? And have you noticed that Health Bar's got this like thing about they've got a real problem with women. Real problem. And has that stemmed from their own mother? Do we think? Yeah. Real problem with women. Mothers in particular. It's always the mother's fault or parents' fault. Thank you, Gothic Gal. It's always the mother's fault, parents' fault for, you know, taking the kids into the public toilet. I don't know how you can blame someone for taking the child to the toilet. Because what are they meant to do as well? They're meant to go, I know that you need the toilet and you're about to piss your pants, but I can't actually take you in there just in case someone like Health Bar's in there. And I don't really feel comfortable with that, so you might have to just piss yourself. Pull the fucking other one. No. 2 minutes in a room is all like, oh, trust me, Jane, I don't even need 2 minutes. 30 seconds, I will have them on their fucking knees. And I've said this before.
How's it going?
Get me in the ring with them, for a starter. Get me in the ring. Get me in the ring. But I've said it before, I'll say it again, right? 1 minute, and I'll have them on the knees, and I'll tell you why. Can't call me a clout chaser, can't call me transphobic, and can't say that I'm defamating your character. So you can't say all these 3 things that you love to fucking say. What are you going to say to me? And the fact is, every time you'd say something to me about your gender transition or about your identity, I will tear you down immediately.
Does Toby ever get airtime with Alpha Bar? Or not? So Toby, does he spark up alive after an Alpha Bar situation? And then never gets airtime? The thing is, it's how passionate about it you are, isn't it? Toby seems passionate about the situation. If I was passionate about something, we're totally different people. If I was really passionate about something, and say it was an Alpha Bar situation, not passionate about Alpha Bar, and I was similar age to Alpha Bar, and what Alpha Bar was doing was affecting a community which I was involved in. Sorry, I've not had fizzy drinks for ages. I would then know that Alpha Bar is going to be at Pride. Okay, Alpha Bar is going to be posting stuff at Pride. I'll just rock up at Pride and confront Alpha Bar there. Not that it would solve anything doing that, but it'd be more of an impact. Someone did, Natasha. That's that angry window lady, isn't it? Yeah. But even that, what Toby's saying is factual and great, and he's doing it for the right reason. So let's remove Toby out of this scenario. Window lady, I don't know a lot about the situation, and I say this often. I don't know a lot about the situation, but in a lot of situations you see online, you've got to think of motive and end result. So in that one with the window lady and Alpha Bar, if she really wanted to do something to Alpha Bar, she had all the time in the world. She had a good 20 seconds, 30 seconds to engage in what she wanted to do. Verbally saying something, and then when the security guard's next to you, then moving forward after verbally saying what you're going to do is a different thing. And I feel like Window Lady gained more off that situation than actually making a point to the situation, if you know what I mean. So if everyone thought her agenda was to help the trans community and be a big up to the trans community, I'm going to say something to Alpha, I'm going to do something to Alpha, get to Alpha Bar, and then it's just, you said this to me online, yappa, 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 and then move the railing as the security guards are there, and then the security guard stops, and then that's it. Post the video, loads of impressions, you're trending for a little bit, you spark lives up and you talk about the incident, you post a video and you talk about what's just happened. There's more. Window Lady gained personally more from that situation than what I think should have been gained from that situation. And it happens a lot online. You got to think what people's motives are in situations and stuff. But yappa, yappa, yappa. if you're thinking I'm talking a lot over the video, I need to talk over the video or I get live suspended for not engaging.
Because I've lived through it. I know how it fucking feels. I've watched other people live through it. What could you possibly say to me that I wouldn't be able to respond to? And you know what? The funny thing is if I had FaceTime with them, like face to face, right? I wouldn't get angry. But they wouldn't be able to say anything. I'm quite good at that, though. People would pay to see me speak to them. I know this. But like I say, get me in the ring with them.
Laura.
He wouldn't get a word in. I'd fucking bomb them. I would probably, right, because this is just the type of person I am, I would probably say, you get all your shit out in the open now before I start speaking. Because once I speak, you won't get a fucking word in. And not to mention, you actually won't know what to say. Because if you're not behind a camera and repeating yourself, because if you notice, they repeat themselves over and over and over again. Literally. They'll say something 5 times. You know why they do that? Psychology. They're thinking of the next thing that they have to say, but while they're thinking and don't know what they're saying, they'll just repeat themselves. It's psychology. Yeah. Got your fucking number, mate. And don't take us for fucking fools. We ain't stupid either. Mickey, thank you so much for the fist bump. Yeah, we aren't fucking stupid at the end of the day. As much as Elfbar would love to think that everyone but them is fucking stupid, a stupid, transphobic, clout chasing, whatever. The thing is, Elfbar is a clout chaser, for a starter. Hence the reason why they go around and try to be friends with these bigger TikTokers or whatever, right? And then when they call everyone transphobic, I've said it before, is Elfbar not transphobic? Because they are being told time and time again the regression that they are pushing upon the trans community, the damage and the hurt that them alone are causing in the trans community, and then continue to do it. Isn't that transphobia?
Possibly. I think so, yeah. Possibly. Listen, Manda, thank you so much. Maria, Elphabar's mum. What's Maria's situation? I wouldn't talk about someone who doesn't put themselves on the app. But Maria seems to also be a personality on the app. So I don't know Maria's situation. Has Maria got a house she lives in? Is Elphabar on camera been told that she's not welcome? Like, what? Why is Elphabar going to be homeless? Do they not? Is there not a room there or what? I think it does a misjustice to homeless people when Elphabar's got a bit of money. I'm not saying she's got thousands and thousands, but she's got more money than the person sat on the street with a Costa cup who is actually homeless. Like, she shouldn't be using phrases like, I'm going to be homeless. For one, you never owned a home. Okay, if you've been sofa surfing for years, then you're just a bum. You're not homeless. You're just a bum. Like, there's people who move out at 18. I know different circumstances, different upbringings can change stuff and stuff, but like, you're not homeless. You've just not actively seeked work. So your income is solely based on TikTok, which you haven't really, let's be honest, put your best foot forward on it. For one, I reckon 70 to 80% of our audience are between the age of 13 and 15. So that's 70, 80% of the audience. This is my theory on it. 70-80% of the audience, 13 to 15. Have they got credit cards, debit cards? No. How are they topping up on the app? I don't think they are, unless mummy and daddy's cards on the app, then it's a different story. If she's getting gifts, 30% of her audience will give gifts, but then you got to look at what percentage of her audience actually like her, and what percentage are there for drama, what percentage hate her, and what percentage are just curious. Because when you start breaking all these things down, you can start seeing like potential income opportunities for her. And if this is the only thing she does, then she's sort of dug her own, I don't want to say grave, because obviously she's not going to pass away. Grave, in essence. Cameo. I don't think Cameo's bringing in the bacon for her. I'm bigger on Cameo. Put it this way, I'm bigger on Cameo than Alpha Bar is. And so I'm in the top 8% global on Cameo. And that top 8%, it doesn't matter about your positions on the daily leaderboards or any of that. It's on income. So what you've made through Cameo, what comes in through Cameo. I'm the top 8%. The last time I seen Alpha Bar on Cameo, she must have been top 80%. She was like 69 or something on the daily leaderboard on it. So I know for a fact she's not making as much as you guys think she's making on that. There's no way. There's no way. And if she has, which to be honest, I do think she's made over 10k on it. Making over 10k on that, where's it gone? What's a 21-year-old or 20-year-old which isn't paying taxes? Evidently, where's that 10k gone? Makeup, Gucci cap. Gucci cap's about, how much is it? 280, 300. What are you spending your money on? Perfume. But what perfume she's getting? Snow. People are putting Snow. 120 guys. Listen, if it's under 200 quid, she must have been. We're talking about a month ago. How much perfume does she go through if it's 120 quid a bottle? Febreze. Snow. Everyone's marinated. Everyone's just putting random stuff in. Rentals. See, rentals. I don't know. I'm not here to break down Alpha Bar's outgoings, but I seem to be in a position where I'm breaking down her outgoings now. Is she staying in hotels? Is she in like a refuge? Is she staying with friends? Where's she staying? She's in a homeless shelter, in a hostel or hotels. In a hostel, right? We're going with in a hostel. So a hostel does have a charge, doesn't it? But it's not that expensive, is it? Well, it is expensive for someone who needs a hostel, but what is it, like £18 a night, or round it up to 20? I don't know how much hostels are per night. £11 a week, maybe. Shiny Charizard. Shiny Charizard. Pokemon cards. Listen, if she ends up on the street, then as well as making a bad name for transgender people, which she has, she's promoting the worst side ever. If she was the figure, like the public figure for transgender people, she's ruined it for a lot of people. I think if she would never be on the street, but if she were to go on the street homeless, I think she would then be doing a misjustice for the homeless people, because she's going to encounter someone who is actually homeless, her own age who's been on the streets for years already or months, and they're going to get in a conversation and he's going to be like, why are you on the street? And Alpha Bar is going to say, I did social media and I haven't got anywhere to stay. And then they're going to be like, oh, what do you do on social media and all this? It's like, well, I do Cameo, I do this. And they're like, what's Cameo? How much you made on Cameo? And then she's going to start going into numbers and they're going to be like, what the hell are you doing with your life? Why? You've made this much money a month ago or a month and a half ago, and now you don't have that money. Are you addicted to something? Or you, what's your circumstances? Are you just weird? I'm going on a rant here. I'm going to continue playing it.
Knowing the damage that you're doing, is that not transphobia? And I could say that you were defamating me when you took the piss out of my accent. Are you defamating me? Can I pull that into question? Should I go to the police? Because apparently that's the thing that they do all the time. Go to the police about everything. Do you know why this has happened today? Because of CLA being arrested. I don't know the whole CLA thing. I'm not really in tune with it all.
Do you think Alpha Bar was hoping to stay at CLA's house? Because CLA always speaks quite highly of Alpha Bar. CLA will have a rant about Alpha Bar, but then she'll correct it and speak highly. And I think maybe they had something where it was like CLA was probably like, listen, Alpha Bar, stay here until you get yourself sorted. We'll make content. We'll make money. We'll monetize every minute of it. And then this has come out that CLA's been arrested and Alpha Bar's like, shit. Shit. That's Hotel CLA out the window for a bit.
I am CLA, I'm not. But I just know that CLA has been arrested again. Don't know what for.
Sammy, Tess, Donna, thank you so much.
I'm sure that she said I'm trans, I can't be trans. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Elfbar has once upon a time said, I'm transgender, I can't be transphobic. But yeah, apparently other trans people can be transphobic, including myself. I don't think that a trans person can be transphobic, but if you want to play that fucking game, Elfbar's transphobic.
Linda.
Enough said. Nick, thank you so much.
Guys, if anyone's just come in, Linda, hope you're doing all right. If anyone's just come in, my main account is suspended until 6 minutes past 12 this evening or tomorrow morning, however you want to look at it. So I'm on this account and then I'll switch over at 10 past 12 and then Club Tropic Arm is open if anyone's still awake.
What's the hand hat?
When people are saying why, I got my live suspended. It said reproduce content. Okay, which I thought, all right, fair enough. Is what it is. I do it every night. Done it for 60 days on the trot. What do you mean reproduce content? But then the in-depth reason why I got my live suspended for 24 hours was for not engaging with the chat. It's not a chore. I enjoy doing it. I like everyone that comes in who's positive. People who come in who are negative, it doesn't really happen that often. So it doesn't bother me. Even if they did, it's what it is, isn't it? But I try and make more of an effort than naturally happens to say hello to everyone who comes in. And if someone's asking a question, I'll try and pause the video or have a chat about it or whatever. If someone's sending something, big up whoever's sending it. If someone's subscribed, I love the subscription thing. I'm all for that. If someone's subscribed, I'll do the intro, the welcome subscription, welcome to Tropicana thing. I put 90% of the effort I put into the live is to make sure everyone else is either having a good time or is accommodated as such. So I don't want anyone to feel left out. So for me to get something back saying that, oh yeah, we've took your live off you, for the full day because you've not been engaging with your chat. Pull the other one, mate. Appealed it. It's been appealed by me. It's been appealed by the agency, and they won't bring it back. Don't get me wild.
Make it make sense. It'll never make sense, will it? It'll never make sense.
Nadine, Emmeline, Truly.
Teletransphobia.
Thank you.
Homophobia. 2% race in between April and July. Is that why she's being arrested? Anne-Marie, thank you so much for the love you.
Jill.
Brain heart. Carla, thank you for the heart, me. Did I get 2 love yous then? John, thank you for the gnome.
Sleep Live's fine, apparently. I reckon some of these creators are sending nudes or something to their agencies or the TikTok managers, and they're getting away with it. There's some backhand stuff going on. Yeah, it is 50 quid.
T for 2, thank you so much for the... Where's it gone? Is it called You're Amazing? I am already following you. Thank you so much. Oh yes, Jade, absolutely. Elfbar is indeed misogynistic to its highest form as well. Got a real problem with women, specifically mothers.
You can say, Linda, what you're saying there is correct. They're making money and they'll keep it live. From the subscription point of view, the people who come in my live are mad, insane, crazy. In the last month, the subscriptions were on like 860 subscribers in like, it's not even a month period of time. It's like a 20-day period of time. And good crazy in a good way. And I don't understand why they would. Surely that would be like, all right, the account's getting subscribers daily. Why would we cut it off? Like that, I get subscribers. I don't want to say it's not compared to people who do battles who are making hundreds or thousands a day. I understand the subscriber amount, monetary value is less than people who are doing battles and stuff. I understand that. But if you're trying to build a community on the app, which they're all for, TikTok, build a community. It's great. You have a great time. Build your community. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like, well, a community is being built and you just halted the construction of the community for not engaging. Get the middle. Get whatever in the middle of these 2 fingers. You can have the middle one, TikTok. Right in the middle.
It is true, yeah. Well, as they say, apparently from tomorrow, they're going to be homeless. As from tomorrow, apparently. But you know what's really funny as well? Not only are they begging for money on here and Cameo and stuff like that, they're asking charities for help. Yeah. Apparently they can't go back to the mum's house because then trolls are going to make the mum homeless as well.
Sailor.
Apparently.
Someone's just said evening, Toby. We're not dueling. This is just a video of Toby. Someone come in didn't say evening, Karma, or evening, Kaz. They said evening, Toby. I'm sat here in a bush. Well, anyway, evening to you. Hope you're having a good evening.
I agree, Casey. But this is what I was saying at the beginning of this live. They make enough money to be able to pay for rent. If you can make enough money to go down to a market and spend 100 quid and then go and get a bottle of perfume that was 120 quid and then go out and get a takeaway that was 50 quid, what? You've just spent nigh on 350 quid.
Nah, I get what you mean, Toby. Yeah, 950 quid. But
250, 350, whatever, 300 quid, whatever that is. Could that not go towards rent?
Yeah, it could do, yeah. Okay.
Instead, you're spending this money whilst you're in a hostel, classing yourself as homeless.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. 100%, yeah. Homeless.
160 quid on a Gucci scrunchie. Oh, they make me sick, honestly. They make me fucking sick. And who cares? Who cares? Who's looking at that scrunchie going, oh yeah, that's a really nice scrunchie, that. I bet that costs a lot of money. No one gives a fuck. No one cares. So you're literally spending that amount of money for nothing.
It's wild, isn't it?
Brave Princess, thank you for the potato cap.
Don't worry about it.
No one cares, man. Yep, £70 karaoke.
Yeah. That's how much it costs these days.
I've got to try and give my head a wobble with all. All right, Jane, thank you for coming in. And thank you for your input as well. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated.
What are you up to tonight? What are you up to tonight, Toby?
This gift gallery is regenerated yesterday. I did pop on yesterday. So, I'm going to put them up here. Because it's Thursday.
That's Kate. Thank you so much.
What was it? I forgot. What was it?
You're doing a gift gallery, Toby. No. Yeah, you press that and then it goes up on the top, Toby.
Right. If anyone sends...
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
if anyone sends 12 donuts in a row, which is now up here, if anyone sends 12 donuts in
you froze Toby.
row from one person, you become the title gifter of the donuts. Gets lit up in the gift gallery with your username. What was the same?
That is a wild concept, isn't it? The title gifter. I seen it today when I was on my main account and I was flicking through lives today. I didn't know about it. I've not added, I promise you guys, I've not added any gifts or anything to this title gifter. I've not set any goal. The only thing I adjust is the subscription thing. If we hit like the subscription thing, I'll knock it up like 5 or something or whatever and leave it. Then I can see the subs which are coming through. But with the gifts, I never change anything. I don't add anything. But I seen this gift gallery thing. I clicked on it, and there was actually, I could see some of you guys' names in it. I was thinking, what is this? It was like the amount of roses which have been sent. Like there's a top gifter for like 20 roses or something. Top gifter for something else. Potatoes or something. I think this is mad. This is mad. Someone who doesn't like me could literally come in and send me like, I don't know, 30... I don't know, 30 potatoes and be the title gifter. So I've got a hater's name in my gift gallery and I'm just roaming around TikTok. Someone could call themselves Karma's weird mustache or Karma's awful quiff or something. And that's that then. I'm branded that. Everyone who looks at my profile on the gift gallery, oh, what's he got? Oh, Karma's weird something. Someone could just dox my mobile number. Just changing username to my mobile number and send me 30 potatoes, and I'm just gormlessly going around TikTok with my mobile number in the gift gallery. Hello, everybody. Why is my phone still ringing?
Oh, and we've got subs up here as well. Don't forget. The subs were going mental, was it last week? I was like, yes. And we got over 100 subs anyway.
100 subs is wild. It is wild. I'm speechless about how many of you guys have subbed in the last however long. It's just insane. Crazy. Actually insane. It's something... I've screenshotted every time we've hit a goal, I've got a screenshot of it, and it in my camera roll. There's just screenshots everywhere of these sub goals what I reached. I even told my mum about it. I'm like, listen, I got such and such subscribers on TikTok, and she's like, oh, what's that? I'm like, it's mad. Like I say, some people are lucky to get a subscriber. I am thankful, but I would have to be really lucky for one person to subscribe to me. It's insane. 860 is just unreal. It's mad. Mad. To be fair, though, I did say I'd do a 24-hour live, and I failed. I managed to do 10 hours of it. So I have I've got a 24-hour live to do in the next 7 days. I'll do it. But I did fail the initial 24-hour live for 800 subs. So.
Oi. Thank you for the donuts, guys. Did anyone light it up? Who lit it up? Did someone light it up, or did it just fill with different people? And who just subbed as well?
I'm yapping here. Right, listen, here's my excuse for the 24-hour live. In my head, I thought, yeah, 24 hours, piece of cake. Turned out someone had already opened the cake box and had a few bites out of it. Right. What I didn't take into account was I'd already been up for 14 hours beforehand. I chose to do a 24-hour live starting at like 7 p.m, 6 p.m. or something, which was mad. I'd already done in the early afternoon a 2.5-hour live. I hadn't really eaten tea. My fluids, I was working off energy drinks from the day. I was not in the best place for this 24-hour live. I did not complete the 24-hour live. I only did 10 hours because 9 hours and 45 minutes into it, I ran out of stuff to do. We'd been cam-2ing. I'll admit it, we'd been cam-2ing, bit of FYP, flicking through random people's accounts, looking at the videos. We ended up getting to an account where it was just solely Alpha Bar and CLA videos. I got through around 40 Alpha Bar videos and 20-ish CLA videos. The last video was an Alpha Bar one, and I think she was putting makeup on or something, and half her face was makeup and the other one wasn't, and it was a 7-minute video and was 3 minutes into it. I thought it had been 10 minutes already, and I looked at the time and I just couldn't. There was too much. I shouldn't have hit the Alpha Bar videos and CLA videos so soon, because it put everything into perspective. After watching it, I was looking around in the room and I was thinking, I'm in a prison cell. I was getting screen glare. How mad's that? Am I back? I can't even tell if I'm back. I don't know what Live Studio's doing. Anyway, listen, I had enough of Alpha Bar and CLA stuff. It put me to the limit. It reminded me how tired I was, how long I'd been awake. And I had to restart the live twice as well, and I was just like, gonna go to bed. But what I did do, I woke up and I come on live around 10:30 a.m. and there's a few people that did fall asleep before I left the 24-hour live, and they come in and they're like, Kaz, how did the live go? And I said, I'm still doing it. I'm still on till 5:30. I had the best sleep of my life. I'd come on fresh. The quiff was quiffing. I was sat in the chair in different clothes, and I said, I'm still going for it. Breakfast was in the tummy. But yeah, that was good. I'll try again next 7 days. I'll wake up and I'll start the 24-hour live from the AM. So I'll start it from like 7 a.m. or something, and I'll finish 7 a.m. the next day. I think that'll be better.
Shell, thank you so much for the subscription. I'm now following you back. Did we light it up? No. Who sent 8? Morty, was it? Morty. 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 Megan beat you to it. Megan was like, nah. Megan, thank you so much for the donuts.
Guys, let's talk about donuts now. Guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the live and I'm going to see if my live access has come back early. If it's come back early, I'll be on Karmakaz. If it's not, then potentially I might have a 10-minute break. But I am gonna end the live. Oh my god, Gassy. If you're not following me on Karma Kaz, then my main account is Karma Kaz.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.